County, and I'm delighted to be here this morning for this wonderful program. Thank you for joining us. Today, we are announcing this very important collaboration called Smart Start for Babies program. We are very excited about this collaboration. Our main goal at the Health Department is to protect the health of the Prince George's County residents, and this program ensures that babies have a strong start on the path to good health and readiness for school. The outstanding new partnership allows Prince George's County families to receive a wide range of early childhood health and education services from Prince George's County Health Department, the Prince George's County Public School System, the county's Memorial Library System, the Family Health Services Division, and the Prince George's County Department of Social Services, as well as two of our wonderful fabulous hospitals, the University of Maryland Capital Region Health and MedStar Southern Maryland Hospital. I don't know that you know, but those are the only two places that we birth babies in this county, okay? After today's event, we'll invite you to join us downstairs for light refreshments. So we're gonna get it going. First, it's my honor to introduce to you our first speaker. She is the Deputy Chief Administrative Officer for Health, Human Services, and Education for Prince George's County. Please welcome Betty Hager-Francis.
Thank you, Pam, and good morning, everybody. Isn't this a gorgeous day here in Prince George's County? I am, as Pam said, Deputy County Manager for Health, Human Services, and Education in the Office of County Executive Rashawn Baker, and we are just delighted to be here today for the launch of our Smart Start for Babies program. You know, when we started this Baker administration, Mr. Baker made improving access to health and improving outcomes for our county residents in terms of health major priorities. We had problems with disparities with infant mortality. The thought of a new regional medical center was just a thought. And our life expectancy for our residents was quite a bit different than the life expectancy for folks who lived elsewhere in this region. I'm so happy to say that infant mortality has improved in our county. You just have to go to Lotsford Road and Arena Drive and look at University of Maryland Capital Region Health being constructed, Sherry. And our life expectancy is so much better. We're kind of getting the disparities evened out. Prince George's County health is much, much better. And this program is one of the examples, because now we can actually start talking about more progressive things to do to help our residents and their wonderful, wonderful babies who are our next generation. And we have some of our own family babies. The little Christian Rhodes is here. Would you raise your hand? And we have two other babies who have joined us today. So listen, I want to thank all of you for coming today. It's absolutely wonderful. Pam has described to you the collaboration that we have working together for all of our residents. But I really want to explain why we thought this was so important. One of the main goals, as you can see from the pack and play up here, is that the health department has a big emphasis on safe sleep practices in order to reduce infant mortality. Another component with the Books from Birth program provides free books for babies from birth through year 5 or to year 5. And our library system is the first one in the state of Maryland to actually implement this program. And I think we have 5,000 or more babies registered. It's up above that in only a relatively short period of time. Extensive research shows that reading aloud to young children, and that's what part of the book's emphasis is, and Dr. Golson is going to talk about that a little bit more, because the Prince George's County school system is providing books for babies. They're the cutest things. I can't wait for y'all to see it, and for your babies to play with them. But extensive research shows that reading aloud to young children achieves many benefits. One is that it improves speech and cognitive skills, builds motivation, curiosity, and memory, helps develop a love of learning and a positive association with books. And in today's world of cell phones, we need to have kids really be connected with books. Strengthens the bond between parent and child. You know, there's nothing like reading to your baby. And it sticks with the baby. That bond lasts forever. And it promotes children's understanding of the world. It also enhances social skills for kids and offers children practice in listening. Now that's a very good thing. As well as develops early vocabulary, which has been linked to later reading comprehension skills. So it's our goal that the benefits of this really comprehensive program will help strengthen and support the critical developmental years and give these little ones a smart start that will really last a lifetime. Now, before I don't want to neglect introducing Elena Balan Butler, who is the director of our Department of Family Services, who is here with us today, and my colleague on the now 4th floor, Deputy Chief Administrative Officer Barry Stanton. Barry, want to stand up? And I know why Barry came. You know why he came? Because he has a granddaughter, and he wants a packet, and he wants some books. So, and he wants to get her registered for the Books from Babies. So thank you, Barry, for being here. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Pam. Thank you very much, everybody.
It's something about babies. It does this to us all. And congratulations, Mr. Stanton. I understand. I hope in the next 3, 4, 5 years that I will be so blessed to have a grandchild. I've been ready for about 8 years, I'm just going to say. So next, I'm going to introduce a fabulous partner. The neat thing about this collaboration is that we've been partnering from day one. Mr. Baker made that happen with the Transforming Neighborhoods and a variety of other things, but now we don't know how not to partner. And we can leverage the heck out of every dime and every grant and everything. So the partners here, it's not a new thing for us. We don't know how to operate without partnership. So now it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Monica Golson with the Prince George's County. She's a Deputy Superintendent for Teaching and Learning with Prince George's County Public School System.
Good morning. Prince George's County Public Schools is proud to be one of 7 partners working together to create a smart start for infants in Prince George's County Public Schools. With the assistance of our county exec and our county council members, we've been able to increase the number of full-day pre-K sites throughout Prince George's County, but it's still not enough. So we decided we would be great to partner with all of our partners to help to provide an opportunity to help parents build their child's listening, vocabulary, and memory skills. From birth to 3 years of life, students who are read to will hear 30 million more words than a child who has not. That's an advantage that will yield by 3rd grade an increase in test scores, an increase in a larger vocabulary, and better reading skills. Research shows that 1 in 3 students enter our kindergarten doors without the foundational literacy skills needed. So by us partnering and helping parents, we believe that this is a start to begin to bridge that gap. The African proverb states that it takes a village to raise a child and to teach them. We hope that the cloth books that we're providing parents will be a visual reminder that we're on this journey with them and that Prince George's County Public Schools wants to be a part of their village. Thank you.
I feel like I must demonstrate. So not only am I your MC,
I'll be Vanna.
she's going to be Vanna. I should be Vanna. These are the cloth books. So with the babies, what's important is that they need to be washable. They need to not have little things that fall off to cause them to get in trouble. And we are very excited about these books. Okay, that's okay, Vanna. It's all right. And so it's very, very important that parents can start using these books right away, right there in the room with those babies. So we're really excited about this. So next on the agenda is, Miss Frances is going to get it open, is Samuel Epps. Samuel Epps. Wonderful. It's baby proof. That's a plus. And so next on the agenda is Samuel Epps IV. He is the president of the Board of Library Trustees with Prince George's County Memorial Library System. We love our library. We are friends of our library also. Would you come on up, Dr. Epps? Thank you.
Thank you, Pam. Good morning to everyone here. My name is Sam Epps again, and I'm certainly glad to be here to represent the Prince George's County Memorial Library. And I'm in the stead of Michelle Hamill, who is the co-interim CEO at this moment, but they are on the Eastern Shore with librarians across the state, and I'm sure this program is being presented all across the state because this collaboration is the only one that's really going on across the state in our libraries. But starting in the summer 2017, the county budgets for education included funding for the Prince George's County Memorial Library System to promote lifelong learning and by launching the Books from Birth program. The program sends one free book per month to registered children under the age of 5. And we currently have over 5,300 children receiving their own books. And so the Dolly Parton Imagination Library mails the age-appropriate books to registered young children living in our county. And if they are registered at birth, they can receive up to 60 books by the time that they are 5. And we are helping to start their own library. And what we want to say, as someone said here, we always collaborate. So once they hit 5 and they go into the Prince George's County school system, they get a library card. Right, a virtual library card. So it doesn't stop there. We continue this on all the way through their high school career. So that's another partnership that continues on. But we start them off with a library in their own home. The Book for Library Project supports the library's early literacy initiative, Ready to Read, that encourage parents and caregivers to talk, sing, read, write, and play with their children to prepare them for kindergarten. And getting the books in the hands of the children is one of the most important achievements that our library system is proud of. And early literacy is the key to success in the schools and in life. And last year we had 2.5 million visits to our 19 branch libraries last year. And many was our youngest readers. You can go to Laurel, you can go to Bowie, you can go to Spalding, and go into our children's read time, and they're overflowing. We have to do multiple read and story times in our library system because there's so many children and families are attracted to it. And so we certainly like to see more circulation of children's books than any other type of books because Prince George's County has a lot of young families, a lot of grandparents who are bringing their children to our library system. And so we are certainly proud on behalf of the Board of Trustees and the staff. And Pamela, Hamlin, who is the lead at our library system on this. I just want to say on behalf of the board and helping in this partnership, Pamela is the lead there, and we are certainly glad to be a part of this collaboration. Thank you.
Wow, 60 books by the time they're 5. They have their own library. How many of us have? That's amazing. That's amazing. So I have to show you the first book. Okay, now, who is not going to love that? And it's washable. And I tell you, this is just, I mean, the stories I can make up with this book, with my grandchildren that aren't here yet. Thank you. So I might offer my services to those of you with the babies in the room. Just get some practice, so I'll leave my daughter alone. Okay, so it's wonderful. Babies bring out the fun in all of us. The next person I'm going to introduce is Dr. Sherry Perkins. She is the Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer with the University of Maryland, Capital Region Health. She has been a partner in crime for a few projects, but I'm thrilled that the hospital partners were as excited as we were about this program. So now I'll introduce Dr. Sherry Perkins.
Pam and I have both had daughters recently get married, and we're in grandbaby competition, I'll just say. So what a delight to be here to celebrate care for babies and families on behalf of University of Maryland Capital Region Health. I'll begin and end with a thank you to County Health Officer Pam Creekmore, Deputy Chief Administrative Officer Betty Hager-Francis, and County Executive Baker for your commitment to care and putting together this unique interprofessional team for babies and families. This Smart Start is caring, it's innovative, it's evidence-based, and it's named really smart. And thank you to this county team for all you have done for University of Maryland Capital Region Health. As Betty said, look at Largo. A year from today, we'll be topped out at Largo at University of Maryland Capital Region Medical Center. We'll have a topping out ceremony. That building will be topped out. 3 years from now, we'll be moved in. Thank you very much for that, for all you've done to advance that. Thank you. Thank you. At University of Maryland Prince George's Hospital Center, 100 new lives come into the world each month. Our women's health team, led by Dr. Carrie Lewis, a maternal fetal medicine specialist, Dr. Stacy Little, Jill Smitley, and Cleo Parker Smith, know that about 1 in 5 mothers need better care and resources before and after birth. Our team is on the way to doubling high-quality access in our system for high-risk prenatal care this year in Prince George's County. Very germane to this project, a nurse told me just Tuesday of a young mom-to-be who lit up with a smile and relief when she learned that upon her baby's birth, she would have a pack and play, a safe place for her baby to sleep. And for her, this pack and play was critical. And you might ask why. Her housing is unstable. And this pack and play gives her a safe place for that baby to sleep and for her to know that she can have that baby in this safe place. The scope and specificity of these resources in Smart Start, books, attention to literacy, the literacy linked to health literacy and outcomes, and the coordination of county and our partner health systems are outstanding. And County Health Officer, who doesn't perk up thinking about Clifford the Big Red Dog, the Berenstein Bears. We all know, we think about who read to us or who we read to, whether it's the Where the Wild Things Are or Good Night Moon or whatever it is that it perks up for you. And this is a wonderful bundle for our newborn bundles. So I'll end with this thank you to each of the body of work that we do across populations in collaboration with Prince George's County Health Department and the leadership of our host and county officer, Health Officer Pam Creekmore. Thanks to Pam and all these partners here for your care to patients and families. Back to Pam. Thank you.
I have data now because of Dr. Perkins and Dr. Golson to go back and tell my daughter why she's really smart and doing well. I read to her. I didn't know she started out with that many more words than the kids in her class. Huge. I think I'm going to get that research. We've got to get that out there because what a better reason to read to these babies. I'm just saying, that's just pretty dang awesome. So next, I have the pleasure of introducing Dr. Nahid Mazare. She's a physician and she's the chair of the OB/GYN department at MedStar Southern Maryland Hospital. We met a few years ago at a variety of events. I want to say it was almost like 5-6 years ago. And so there's been a love affair ever since then. So I'm thrilled she's still with that system. And I'm excited about all the neat things that will come from this collaboration. Dr. Mazare.
Good morning. Allow me to thank you for inviting our hospital to take part in this very important day. My name is Nahid Mazare. I'm the Chief of Obstetrics and Gynecology at MedStar Southern Maryland Hospital Center, where we do about 1,200 deliveries a year. We have a special care level 2 for special care nursery, 24/7 OB/GYN hospitalist, pediatric hospitalist, maternal fetal medicine consult, neonatologists on daily basis. The director of our obstetric hospitalist program is double boarded in critical care and obstetrics because 65% of the deliveries we do are considered high risk. As Ms. Craigmore suggested, for the past 10 years that have been achieved, along with an amazing group of nurses, we have been able to decrease our risk of cesarean section 45% to 25%, soon to be aligned about the national guidelines of 24%, eliminating elective inductions prior to 39 weeks. And the strength of our team is illustrated by a short vignette that I'm going to tell you that I'm particularly proud of. About several months ago, a routine induction of labor turned to a potential disaster when a mother started having seizures spontaneously, collapsed, and became unresponsive. Quickly after, the baby's heart rate dropped drastically. An emergency C-section was called, and as we do in our complicated cases, the case was escalated to leadership of our department. The initial diagnosis was presumed to be preeclampsia, as seizure usually happens with pregnancy. But in this case, the diagnosis was made over the phone that this is not preeclampsia, and it's amniotic fluid embolism. A very severe diagnosis that ends in 80% fatality. And those who survive sustain very severe neurologic damage and usually end in vegetative state in a nursing home. Our system escalated. 30 units of blood products later, many days of ICU treatment and rehab, I am proud to tell you that mother and baby are both healthy and thriving. This is a segue to what we are doing today. The genesis of that diagnosis over the phone came from a group of physicians reviewing another amniotic fluid embolism, where the question was asked, how could have we prevented a death? Signs and symptoms were reviewed. Vague as they may be, we were all warned and alerted. So when the second case came, we were ready. What we are doing today, Ms. Creekmore, is elevating the level of warning, awareness about what we need to do for our new generation. It is telling the mothers how to keep their babies in crib, to teach them how to read early. And for too long, we have counted on individual heroism of teachers, nurses, doctors, and individuals to help the most vulnerable individuals in our community. Today, we have expanded that individual commitment to a community and raising that awareness. And I really am proud to be here with you, along with incredible nurses that we have in our hospital. They care so much, March of Dime. They educate, they do birthing classes, they do breastfeeding, they do support group. But now all we can come. And I end with the Chinese proverb. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the one step. I am proud to take the first step with you. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Masri, for that. We all are excited, but you all, everyone on the panel, is bringing the real deal facts about what this small, to me, very inexpensive program has the potential to do for our community. So we all will be looking and studying this down the road. We'll be looking for those outcomes. And so next I'm going to introduce Diane Young. She's the Associate Director of Family Health Services Division here with our Prince George's County Health Department, and basically is our in-house guru on all things maternal child, and will partner with anyone about the residents of Prince George's County and the future residents of Prince George's County. Diane Young.
Good morning. It's wonderful to be working with so many great partners with the health department so that we can prepare for the futures of our newest community members, our babies. And I get to join the Gigi Club because my first grandbaby will be due on June the 4th. Do not call me grandma, please. So we're looking forward to it. Our house is full of excitement, waiting for the baby to come. As part of the Smart Start for Babies program, the Prince George's County Health Department will be providing portable cribs that you see up front. They are Graco pack and plays. These cribs have the potential to save many lives. In 2016, 94 infants died in this county before their first birthday. Most data related to infant mortality is trending down. We're making great strides, but I think you all will agree that 94 deaths is too many. The three leading causes of infant deaths in Prince George's County are prematurity, congenital disorders, and to a lot of people's surprise, sleep-related deaths. This is primarily due to parents co-sleeping, which can lead to accidental suffocation. That's why it's important to educate our families, our parents, our caregivers, all about safe sleep initiatives. You don't have to take the baby out. Baby noise is good noise. Providing these cribs will help our families put education into action and give space to the babies that they need while they're sleeping so that they're not co-sleeping with parents and families at bedtime and nap time. The portable crib allows for families to ensure that they can be in close proximity to their baby while the child sleeps. Even the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that you put the baby in a pack and play portable crib and be in the same room up to the first year of life. Providing these cribs to families of infants is part of our Safe Sleep program that educates caregivers on the importance of practicing safe sleep. We also provide a perinatal navigator. Luce is here. Luce, stand up. Luce is one of our perinatal navigators. She does outreach to high-risk moms. And Kristen Newman, stand up, is our nursing supervisor that does everything else related to that. They connect moms and residents to community resources. We provide as many resources as possible and educational opportunity. The Prince George's County Health Department is so happy to join in this important collaboration between the county government and the medical community to give our families the best chance to raise healthy and smart members of the next generation. Thank you.
Healthy and smart babies, that's my idea of success. So the next person I'm going to introduce is Gloria Brown Burnett. She is a director of the Prince George's County Department of Social Services. We are partners in crime. There are 3 groovy girls in Prince George's County Health and Human Services Division, that is DSS, Department of Social Services, Health, and Department of Family Services. So here's one member of that band, Dr. Gloria Brown Burnett. Thank you.
Good morning. So I'm excited to be a part of this partnership for a couple of reasons. One, because of the impact it's going to have on preparing our children to compete in the world, right? But the other part of it is the opportunity to educate parents at birth, when they take those babies home, about where they're leaving their children, who they're leaving their children with, how to recognize the signs of abuse and neglect, and how to report it to the Department of Social Services, right? So our contribution are 2 RAC cards that we've developed for the community that give really great information. And let me take a pause. Did Jennifer leave? Jennifer Iverson? Jennifer Iverson from the Child Care Resource Center has been an invaluable partner on our efforts to educate parents about who they're leaving their children with and urging them to get licensed child care. And because licensed child care is not just about the safety of the child, it's also about the development and nurturing of the child as well. So thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for being here. Last month, we celebrated, in April, Child Abuse Prevention Awareness Month, and the Department of Social Services did a lot to push information out to the community about ways to recognize abuse and neglect, ways to report it, and in the department, as a result of County Executive Baker's vision, we have developed a training unit within our department that does nothing but train the community on abuse and neglect, the role of adults in identifying it and reporting it and keeping our children safe. So if you want to talk to me about that, catch me anywhere. But also visit our websites because you can register any group. No group is too small. We'll come out and train on that effort. I'm sorry, that was a shameless plug. The Department of Social Services is thrilled to partner with, if I don't read some of these points that Dee Dee wrote, I'm going to be in trouble later. Department of Social Services is thrilled to partner with with Health Department, Memorial Library System, Public Schools, University of Maryland Capital Region, and MedStar Southern Maryland Hospital in providing these valuable resources. But again, the Department of Social Services wants to be on the front end, the preventive end. I hate being on the responsive end, even though it's our job. We want to be as upfront and visible to the community on the prevention end. And so we are so excited to have the opportunity to work with each of you, to work with parents in our communities to help keep their children safe. So thank you. We look forward to ongoing opportunities to partner, and we know that we'll see all these partners again in some other form or fashion. And thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Gloria. We have an inside, thank you. We have an inside joke. Prior coming to the county, I worked for another organization, and at that organization, I really felt like I was they. And they is, who's going to do that? Oh, they're going to take care of that. They're going to do that. And so with that other organization, I was like, yeah, we're they. Until I came to work for the county, Prince George's County. In the health department, we are they. In the Department of Social Services, they are they. Family Services, it's they. We know the hospitals are they because they get everything in the emergency room, helicoptering in or what. But the truth of the matter is, it puts things in perspective when you are really they. So there's nobody else to look to who's going to do that. It's us. And it is an honor and a privilege to serve the residents of Prince George's County. And these brand new babies and these future babies, it's on us to pave the way for them. So I'm just going to take a second to show, because I understand Mr. Baker is almost here, what we have. So these, I know, thank you for saying it's a smart title, Dr. Perkins, Smart Start for Babies. We had several iterations, and you know it when you hear it. As soon as we heard this one, it was right, because it's very simple and direct. You don't have to wonder what did they mean. And we chose teal for a very good reason. We don't know if it's a girl, boy, or whatever, so this is the box. You saw the great book that only Miss Francis could get in. She's got practice. You have grandbabies, I'm sure. But this is amazing. So they're going to get more than one of these, isn't it? I think it's 3 per bag. And so there is farm life, animal life, something else. Yeah, there are 3. So there are going to be 3 of these that are washable. And the information from the Department of Social Services, very important. You know, we all listen to the news lately. There is a problem. We have a lot of perversion in our society, and children aren't safe. So it's very important to know who is caring for your kids. Now, I have to take a second to show off this piece of information that's in the box. Now, the bag. You know that the Graco pack and play will not fit in this bag, so, you know, I'm not even going to try to act like it's going to. But we have what each parent is going to get. This is because we like healthy competition, because we do have 2 hospitals that are delivering babies. MedStar Southern Maryland has its guide that's going to go in the bag, highlighting their programs and all our programs. On the front, you have it in English, and on the back, you have it in Spanish. So that's going to be in the bags that are delivered from MedStar Southern Maryland. And then we have the University of Maryland, Capital Region Health, in English on the front, and in the back, Spanish. And so we really are excited about the program. I don't think I left anything out. Oh, there's a thing in here, ready to read books. This is from the library system, right? Most excited about that. I'm going to be signing up people myself for this program. I mean, 60 books in their library. I mean, that's bragging rights, okay? So here's the thing. And then you, of course, see the amazing place. And this lasts a very long time, okay? So now, fabulously and perfectly timed, I'll put this back. I get to introduce our amazing county executive. Let me just say a few things while he catches his breath, because he just walked in the door. We know that it's official that Mr. Baker, who has led this county for the last 8 years forward, it has been a pleasure working very hard, all of our agencies, very hard to do better for the residents of Prince George's County. You all know that he has some new activities going on that keeps him quite busy, and we're pleased as punch to hear about those activities. But in the meantime, I just want you to know that this administration, and I can speak for Health and Human, I can speak for all of the cabinet, everything that we've done has been about our residents of Prince George's County. This is a small program that's going to have long-reaching, life-changing implications, and it's a very inexpensive program. We didn't get the permission to create things like that. We had the demand to create things like that. Do what we need to do for our residents that's going to be long-lasting with what you have. The beauty of it is, that's where you get the best outcomes. That's where you start to do the creative thinking. And you got to look to evidence-based, because you can't throw money at everything. So I want to thank you, Mr. Baker, for the challenge. Thank you that we stood up to it. And not only that, we've made a heck of a difference in our community. So thank you for the privilege. And now I'm going to introduce you so you can do the closing remarks.
Sherry, how are you doing? How's everyone doing this morning? No, they know that you can get me to go anywhere if you tell me they're going to be babies. And there are. Aren't they so cute? Thank you, Pam. I want to thank everyone for this partnership. This is something that we've tried to do in every facet of our government in Prince George's County, and that is to work collaboratively with the private sector, the health department, our education system, and all of our government. And this is one of those programs. When we talk about how do we improve the quality of life in Prince George's County, it starts early. It starts with our youngest, our babies, and getting them to start early in life in the three areas that are critically important: our education, healthcare, and families coming together. That is really what this is about. When we talk about how are we going to improve, the numbers for our kids graduating and not dropping out of school, it starts here. When we talk about how are we going to improve the numbers so that our children and young people come out ready for a job, it starts here. When we talk about whole families, it starts here with our young and our families. This is really what it's about. I've had the pleasure over the last 8 years of working with some amazing people, both in the government and outside the government. As Ms. Creekmore said, I challenged them. I don't know if I actually did that. I think what I allowed them to do is what they do best, and supported them. And with great leadership that brought all of our departments together. I see Betty Francis over there. If you think about it, and I said this to Betty, the amazing work that she has done and her departments over these last 8 years hasn't been seen anywhere in this state. No other time and no other place has our education system, our health departments, our family services, our social services, our private sectors in the health come together and dedicated to one mission, and that is improving the quality of life. That deserves a round of applause. Betty. And they know how much I love books and babies, so what better way to get me out here? But I just want to say this. This is just the beginning. We're so proud as administration that we're going to actually leave this for the next administration to come in, take that baton, and move it forward. And when I ask of you, because I'll do this as, a resident of the county right around the corner, and that is you do the same thing that you've done for us in these last 8 years. You hold us accountable. You support us. You push us. You bring innovative ideas to us. You've done that for us. Do that for the next administration. And the progress you see in this county today will seem like a slow step if you do that for the next administration. And these young people, these babies that we're going to start on the road today, 8 years from now, you're going to look back and say, I helped create that. I helped create these young minds that are now going to change the world. That is what this is about. God bless you. Thank you.
So that ends our program today. I have to remind you, we have light refreshments downstairs for those who could stay. Delia, you're giving me another message? Oh, you're going to be escorted downstairs. So thank you all for coming out. It has been a pleasure. Thank you to the panelists. Thank you, Mrs. Francis, and thank you, County Executive Baker, for the opportunity. Good day. Thank you for the babies.